Yo my people them, CFC with this blue, back with another video, and in this Chelsea transfer news update, we're going to be going over reports regarding Mason Mount, Levi Colwill and Mateo Kovačić. So the reports were stating that yesterday Mason Mount had agreed personal terms with Manchester United, but that is not the case. Fabrizio Romano, very reliable source, has stated the fact that personal terms have not been agreed, even though it won't be a big issue to agree personal terms. The big thing between Manchester United and Chelsea is the amount of money that Man United would have to need to get Mason Mount. Man United value Mason Mount at about 55 million, while Chelsea value him at about 85 million. Personally, if we sell him for at least 55 or anything above, I'm calm with that, due to the fact that Mason Mount, he has 1 year left on his contract. The talks between Chelsea and Mason Mount over the last couple of months, ever since like last November, just before the World Cup, has been a mess. 1 minute we're hearing that yes, Mason Mount, he's due to be a Chelsea player, extended the contract, agreed terms, and the next minute you hear, yep, it's on standby. Like there's so many contradictory reports, but like overall, Mason Mount does have 1 year left on his contract. And based on the fact that Chelsea want to price him at about 85 million, part of me makes it feel like this is like a Moises Caicedo kind of thing, where Brighton, I'd want people to overpay to get the person, because Mason Mount, the board might want to keep Mason Mount, which is why they'll put this price tag, but it's just very, very contradictory reports, and right now we don't necessarily know what is going to happen. The only thing we know is that Manchester United have concrete talks with Mason Mount, and they will most likely begin to accelerate their talks after the FA Cup final, and that will commence Man United's season, because right now they're still looking forward to the FA Cup final this weekend. So after that we'll be able to hear way more reports about a bid or just whatever's going to be going on with Mason Mount and Manchester United. But hey man, hopefully if Mason Mount does go to Man United, then he doesn't go for anything less than 55 million. He is an academy product, and we cannot afford to be selling guys like Mason Mount, who people might not like, but you have to admit that he has had great seasons at Chelsea Football Club and has been pivotal in our success in the last couple of seasons, whether that's getting top four, whether that's winning the Champions League, Club World Cup, or UEFA Super Cup. Mason Mount has been an integral part of that, and to let him go for anything less than 55 million or even 50 million, that is an abomination. So we better not allow Man United to rip us off for a player like this, in my opinion. But that's the Mason Mount news. Now we're going to be talking about Mateo Kovačić, and boy, this is a concrete proposal, not proposal, but a concrete thing about Manchester City wanting to get Mateo Kovačić. Fabrizio Romano did report as well that Man City have open talks with Chelsea for Mateo Kovačić. Kova has 1 year left on his contract, and if we're going to be honest, he has been a good player for us, but most of the seasons he's been getting injured. He's not that reliable, and on top of that, he hasn't necessarily set the Chelsea alight. He hasn't been necessarily our best midfielder at a point in time. So for me, having been here since 2019, we're now in 2023, it is time to cut ties with Mateo Kovačić, because personally, a guy like him, he is very good, but if he goes to any higher team, he's most likely going to be a squad player, especially goes to Man City with the amount of depth they have. They just want to, if they're going to let go of Gundogan, they want to replace him with another person, and Mateo Kovačić can fit that role, but I don't necessarily see him going to Man City to become a star. And that's what we need. We need guys that can be starters, not just in our team, but in anyone else's team. And Kovačić, for me, he will be a good deal, maybe 30 to 40 million for Mateo Kovačić. That would be very ideal, very ideal. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. But they have provincial match did take place, and they said personal terms and Chelsea open to selling Kovačić as part of the midfield revolution. Talks will continue. So in the next couple of days we'll hear more reports regarding Mateo Kovačić and Manchester City. But on that note, we are going to switch to the final story today, and this is Levi Colwill. Levi, he's going to be coming back from Brighton to Chelsea and hopefully to be a first team player. Chelsea today have turned down a 30 million bid from Brighton, who have tried to sign Levi Colwill on a permanent deal. Hence, like, for when they're trying to bid 30 million for a guy that was on loan, it should show the worth of a 20-year-old. Like, because Colwill, he can be the future of this club. A Chelsea academy player, 20 years old, and for the season he had at Brighton, even in the game, especially in that game against Manchester City where he had Haaland on lock, basically. Like, the guy, he is very versatile and very front-footed. He can be a good player for us in the defence, but we have a lot of defence players. Like, we have so many young talents: Badia Shaw, Wesley Fofana, Levi Colwill, Trevor Chalobah right now, all who could play in centre back, and it's going to be a fight. But for me, I feel like Levi Colwill should be given a chance to start a couple games, because he's been at the club for longer than, let's say, Wesley Fofana and Badia Shaw, and should be given a time to prove himself. Because if we're going to look at it, most of the defence this season has been very good, but Levi Colwill was in the Brighton team, where most of the time when he's playing, the guy is very good. So for me, I would love to see him play and to be a starter for Chelsea, because at different times Fofana's made mistakes, Badia Shaw might not have been on his A game, and we're going to be moving other guys on like Koulibaly most likely. So for me, it would be good to keep Levi Colwill at the club and to see him prosper here. He's an academy graduate, and we should be bringing through our own, not selling them off to other teams, because we know what that can do. The other teams can benefit a lot, because these talents that we have, they are not scrubs. They're not scrubs, and they are very talented. So for me, hopefully we can keep Levi Colwill, and hopefully he's given a lot of game time this coming season. Pre-season, it will be very, very, very interesting, because we have a new manager, and on top of that, we have a lot of talent. And Mauricio Pochettino, I would think that he would like to work with Levi Colwill, and if given the chance in the pre-season, he will show his worth and why he should be a Chelsea star. But nonetheless, that's going to be it for me regarding this Chelsea transfer news update in regards to Levi Colwill, Mason Mount, and Mateo Kovacic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC Realist Blue. February.